Welcome to the Raven Oracle. My name is Monique, if you're here for the first time. And as always, welcome to my subscribers. It's lovely to have you back. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you caught this on your feed, you liked the heading and you thought it was interesting, welcome. Okay, and if my energy resonated with you, then consider subscribing. All right, so we are going to get into your timeless reading. So let's just see what Spirit has for you at this time. And usually with my timeless readings, I just draw one card and then I let Spirit just speak. Okay, so let's have a look and see, and then I'll finish with a little oracle card at the end. All right, so Strength, beautiful card of encouraging you to look at life from the perspective of you being in charge. You know, with so many things going on in the world at the moment, we kind of feel very powerless, especially when there's something happening in the world or in our life situation where we're feeling like we don't have any control over it. And it is sometimes, for many of us, it's very scary because we don't seem to think, or we don't see in our environment how we can continue to be in control of our lives when everything else and everyone else, governments and all of that nonsense, is controlling us and telling us who to be, what we can do, what we can't do, what we can eat, what we can't eat, etc. I mean, you can go on forever. The list is eternal, right? So it tends to make us feel small. It tends to make us feel powerless, insignificant. And this is where I feel Spirit gets very riled up, almost, in a sense, because Spirit is always constantly trying to remind you that the last thing you are is small and insignificant and inferior to anybody or anything else. Okay, you are like the spark of the entire universe. You are a spark of that power, that infinitesimal power and authority. That is who you are. That is your true being, your true essence. Yes, we might be in these human bodies, and we, if we've chosen to live this life as a human being, to have these experiences at this time in history and what is going on, we are here for a reason. We are here to carry out a purpose, but we are also here, more importantly, to learn. We are here to grow. We are here to have life experiences. But I think as well, I don't think, I've had this experience for myself, is that I know that I am here to remember my power. I'm here to remember the authority that I have and the control that I have over my life. Yes, I have a government that has rules and tells me that there are certain things and laws and things like that, but that is to try as much as possible to keep order in society. But I don't necessarily agree with everything, okay? Especially in my country. We're living in a very tough times at the moment. But every country has something about their government that they are not satisfied with, that they don't like. They don't like the president or the prime minister or the leader, whoever that is, okay? But we are bound to certain things in our material world that we are not really bound to in the spiritual realm. So we have to find a way to live our lives and be who we truly are within that framework. And I know it can be very suppressive and many times oppressive. But within that, we need to find a way to speak our true selves, live our authentic lives, express ourselves to the fullness of our abilities. You have to decide, am I going to allow the beast to control me, or am I going to be the one to control the beast? And that is something that you have to face in every single area of your life, your relationships, your job, your circumstances, your money, your what you want to do with your life, your dreams, your goals and ambitions. Okay, are you going to allow the chaos that's going on the planet at the moment to dominate and control you and dictate to you who to be, what to do with your life? Or are you going to rise up, take control and say, I don't care what's going on around me. I want what I want and I'm going to go after it. ask yourself that question. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to draw from the psychic reading deck for you just to complete your reading. So, Spirit, just a final word. Wow, it's a very powerful reading, guys. Okay. Oh, celebration. Let go and have fun. Maybe that's what you need to do a little bit more of. Celebration. It could be that something when you decide you are going to be the boss of your life, when you grit your teeth and you dig your heels in and you get stubborn and you go, this is what I want. This is who I am. This is what I want to achieve. I want everything. Okay, it's not arrogance, it's not selfishness, it's not greed. It is you want the best for your life. No one should deny themselves the best of everything, okay? Because that's what the universe wants. Do you think the universe lacks anything, fears anything, doubts anything? No? Okay, so then why are you? I'm going to leave it there. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. If this resonated with you and you enjoyed my content, you enjoy the way Spirit works with me and uses my gifts, then guys, like, share, comment, subscribe, click your notification bell. I'm going to pop up the weekly reading here. So whenever you see this on your feed for that week, go and catch your weekly reading. And I'll see you next time. Bye.